Hello guys and welcome to episode 79 of my Rome 2 Total War campaign, Caesar in Gaul, playing as the Romans. We're continuing after both our victories in the last episode. That was really good. We destroyed basically two Santoni's armies, and yeah, I can't remember what the other battle was for. I think it was the Lemmavices actually. We destroyed the Lemmavices. That was good. Anyway, there's something I'm really worried about, and that's a food surplus. We only have one food. But we do have a lot of money because we destroyed all the buildings in Nemesis. So we're going to build a consecrated ground there. We're going to get a public forum. I might actually get 2 public forums. And then a suburbia. Because we already have a Grove of Nymphs here. The other thing I could do is go Suburbia and then Field of Mars so we can recruit legionaries in this province. Not sure how useful that will be because I'm not really going to be losing any legionaries hopefully in the near future.
Ready for orders.
But yeah, I'm going to probably do that because that means that I can replenish more, I think, with my legionaries. Anyway, we're going to get the First Legion to head towards Vienna, I think.
Ready for battle.
Unless I should probably do it with the Third Legion. But the Third Legion is staying in Segedunum, because if I move out, that's going to take it down to -9 per turn, which is not good at all. So we're going to have to leave that army there for quite a while, unfortunately. We could actually get an edict here. That would help a lot. We can stop the tax harvesting, and we can put in bread and games. That will give us 10 public order. Not sure why. Is that because of my general? Let's see. Yeah, he gives +6 public order with bread and games edict. So that will help us out a lot in Narbonensis. So that will actually go positive next turn. We can get the happiness up quite a little bit in a few turns, and then we can move the Third Legion onwards. What I'll probably end up doing is use the Third Legion to occupy Vienna while I move the First Legion onwards. Domitia Strabo. There was a Mandubia army here, I believe, so let's go search for that. It's not there. But we'll put her on to intelligence again. There was a Mandubia army here as well. Let's move her on. And the Mandubia army has disappeared. Okay, we do have a character that requires attention. A filthy spectacle. Your general is seeking permission to sail down the Cloaca Maxima. He feels the spectacle will provide a distraction for the people and display this impressive piece of Roman architecture. So either that's sail literally, or sail as in like ride, like on a horse, I guess. But I'm not sure what the Cloaca Maxima is. If it's like the big stadium that you can fill with water, it might literally mean sail, but I think it actually means like down a street that looks cool. Yeah. I don't know, so you guys can let me know in the comments. But anyway, we're going to allow him to get some respect from doing that. This general, or this agent, sorry, can't see anything at this at Avricon, so we're actually going to head toward Ambatia. There's an army there, and there isn't an army in Ambatia. But I think I'm more worried about the Wardens of Tutatis at the moment, so we're going to move back this army towards the Wardens of Tutatis. Like I said, I still need to worry about the food, so let's go find places to upgrade farms. We're going to do so there. And We can do it at Pictavis as well in Mediolanum Santonum, but I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to recruit another quadrime.
Recruiting more ships for Rome. How can I assist you? What do you wish of me?
Great. So I think that is mostly everything. Damnonia are moving an army to Darioritum, so let's move my 2nd Legion back.
For battle.
1st Legion heading to Vienna, so we'll put them into normal stance and we'll head in that direction.
Advance.
Next turn we'll probably be able to hit Vienna.
We hunger for battle.
5th Legion staying where they are, same with the 11th Legion. 3rd Legion as well, and so are the 7th Legion. And that's everything. No event messages to look at, so let's move on to the next turn.
You fear us. It is in your eyes, in your stench. And you
Okay,
are right to fear.
so the
War
Cantiasi,
comes.
who are allied with the Damnonia, have decided to declare war on me again. That's fine. Political intrigue. It's developed, we got a promotion. And it's minus 100 influence for the senators, the SPQR. As the general sailed down the Cloaca Maxima, people packed the banks, cheering and waving. The spectacle may have been costly, but you cannot put a price on the benefits of a happy Roman mob. So it looks like I was right, you know, about it being a horse, not being horses. He's riding a chariot down a street, basically, by the looks of things. Great. That made people happy. So unseasonal conditions, warm summer, warm summer, warm summer. Bread and Games Edict in Narbonensis. So that puts us to, whoa, plus 12. Nice. Okay, that's going to help a lot. Encourage populace in Aquitania. And, well, we have this fleet here from the Gallic Federation coming round. We are going to continue to buy more assault quadrimes. We need as many of those as we can. We need to make a huge navy by the looks of things so we can actually destroy these transports. The Cenomani army ran away in the last turn, so we're going to bring the 9th Legion all the way up to the border so that he can continue replenishing. And that's fine. Ships built, good. We have minus 1% upkeep for all land units in this army. That's very good. Next turn, we're actually going to go positive here. And we can attack Vienna. That's awesome. And we're probably just going to auto-resolve this with an aggressive stance. No point in wasting time on a garrison army. Occupy that. We're going to dismantle these buildings. And what will happen now is as soon as the 3rd Legion is out of Segedunum, we can move them towards Vienna, which it looks like we can already do it because of the Bread and Games Edict. Like, even though my guy isn't in the province, we're still getting plus 10 public order. Is that from one of my shrines? Don't know. Anyway, looks like we can move this guy on, so we're going to head him to Vienna, and that will allow me to move the 1st Legion onwards. We're not going to attack Bibrity. We're going to move the 1st Legion and the 5th Legion towards Avaricon and Ambatia, because by doing that we get 2 more completed provinces. Then what I need to do is take over Swindonum, Lexivion, Crociatonum, and Cenabum, and we have completed the game. So we're actually getting surprisingly close to completing this. Not sure where the Mandubii armies went. Oh, there's one by Octodoran. That's annoying. That means I'm going to have to bolster the 7th Legion. But I do need to search for the Mandubii armies so Domitius Strabo can head into enemy territory once again to see what's going on. Some armies there. That's fine. Anenia can stay where she is. My spy here can do the same. Claudius, Servius and Septimus can all stay where they are. 2nd Legion can also stay where they are. 5th Legion is actually in range to attack Avricon by the looks of things. The clouds are getting in my way, it's really annoying. I would turn them off if I could, but it doesn't look like I can. So we're just going to have to zoom in for now. But yeah, I can definitely attack Avricon. There wasn't anything there, and there wasn't much in the way. If I do that, what will happen is the happiness will go to -35. And then that will put it down to like over -70, which is really bad. I think we should probably wait a little bit just to sort out the happiness before we move on and take over another settlement again. So that was the 5th Legion, 9th Legion staying where they are, and 7th Legion probably needs an extra unit, so we're going to buy some Celtic Warriors, I think, and maybe a Levy Freeman unit as well. Okay, so with all of our armies and stuff recruiting more units, my navy's going to be starting to cost me a lot of upkeep. We're still very much in the green in terms of money and income. 2,415 per turn is really, really nice. But that's all for now. Let's see if we can maybe get peace with a couple more.
Foolish or just mad? Well,
a couple more of these nations. Sequani, maybe.
Speak quickly and well.
Nope.
Do not attempt to sweeten truth.
Nobody wants a peace treaty. I don't think we're going to get it.
Sweeten truth. I am sure you have many pleasant.
Cinnamani would accept a peace treaty. They would as well.
I dislike much of our speech, but I would.
Gods of the afterlife. Welcome.
Okay. Well, none of those want one. It might be worth taking one with the Cinnamani and the Bitteriges and all that lot. Because what that would then mean is I can focus on getting the Santona's lands without having to worry about the Cinnamani and the Bitteriges. The trouble is, the majority of the time, people will break their peacetime agreement. So what would normally happen is if you got a peace treaty with someone and you attack them in the next turn, then everyone hates you. In this game, that doesn't matter because they're AI, which is annoying. So I could make peace with them this turn and then they could attack me the next turn, which is, yeah, just frustrating. But yeah, still might be worth doing. Let's do it. I'm actually going to do it. We're gonna get peace with the Bitteriges as well. And because of that, we might be able to get a couple more peace treaties.
Are you brave?
Well, that will do. Okay. So my north is pretty safe now. And that means I can go for the attack on Ambatia without having to worry about the Cinnamani attacking Namnatum. We still have to worry about the children of Brutus. But I think that's everything done for this turn. And I'm pretty glad I've done that. So let's move on to the next turn and see what happens.
War! We will make your homes a wasteland, despoil your women, enslave your children, and desecrate your ancestors' graves.
So, the two Lingai. They have declared war on me. That is perfectly fine. Kind of annoying, but we're going to have to deal with it. But Bitos has increased in rank, my veteran. A couple of agents exposed. Cladios, my patrician, has increased in rank as well. So, let's get this veteran up. We're going to give him more military training.
Ready for battle.
If we go to
I assist you.
Cladios, we can upgrade him with more philosophy. And we have 4,800
Ever in service to Rome.
gold to work with. So we're going to first make a consecrated ground in Vienna. Sort out the happiness there.
We hunger
We
for
can
battle.
put the 3rd Legion into Vienna.
Command.
Going to move the 1st Legion out, put them in there.
Ready for battle.
Then I'm going to move the 1st Legion towards Avaricon
Gathering ready for orders.
and the 5th Legion. Can probably attack Avaricon this turn, but I think I'm going to wait one more turn.
At your command.
The 9th Legion can definitely attack Ambatia. So I think that's what I'm going to do.
None will escape. Let them cower before
So we have a
Rome.
garrison army to deal with and a lot of levy freemen. I think this is going to be absolutely fine. But let's jump in and fight this one on the battle map. So we're going to leave it nice and dry. The enemy has sallied forth, which is actually better for us, I think. Yep. We're going to spread out my legionaries. Ballistas behind as usual. We'll keep my scorpions on the flanks with a Vigilay unit. Vigilay unit on the right as well. Skirmishers lined up just behind with my general, and my cavalry can sit on the flank. Okay, let's start the battle. Just wait around for a little bit while they come towards me. Just going to create a formation group. Going to turn the line a bit. That's better. Just going to pause it, and we're going to put flaming rounds on and fire through these Celtic tribesmen, because they're all stacked up, and that's going to do a lot of damage. So they may not be as accurate, but they don't need to be when you can do that. Lots and lots of dead men. So those ballistas already got about 100 kill count, probably more actually. I'm gonna let that be the last volley for now, because we have a second army coming up, and I want to do the same to them. So as soon as they come into range here, attack these men. Now watch what happens. Oh my lord, that damage. That's just criminal. Holy crap. Let's attack that one. I think that will spread to the bigger lump of men behind. Oh my god. Honestly, these ballista hits are disgusting. Disgustingly good. Like, for real. That is just ridiculous. Well, it looks like they're just standing opposite me and throwing javelins at me, which is kind of annoying. But we've hit them a lot with these shells.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Let's go with explosive rounds into the ranged units, and we're going to have to charge. So I'm just going to pause it for a sec, because otherwise this is going to get out of hand. Okay, that will have to do.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
We're gonna move my general forwards because he's a boss. We're gonna stop the ballistas firing. Actually, no, we're not.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Now we are. Gonna bring in my vigilets from the flanks. And this is really hard to see what's going on. My general can intimidate units. He can do the fear. And I probably should have been closer when I did that. We can war cry a unit. What does into the breach do? Probably should have used that sooner. Never mind. And this is going to be very bloody, actually. Let's get my cavalry out. Get my vigilets into the works. We're going to attack the ranged units with the scorpions. We'll give one of these units second wind. And they're all pretty fresh right now, so we'll save that. Get these vigilets to come round and flank these levy freemen. Because if we can break off these legionaries, then we can actually flank the entire middle force. Wow, those men have taken a lot of damage. Oh, there's one unit gone. Let's take out another one. But there goes the other one. Get the legionaries to line up. Get my cavalry to come in. Okay, so far so good. We're doing pretty well by the looks of things. Need to make sure those cavalry actually engage all the Celtic youths that they can.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
I'm going to go with the war cry again. And the intimidate. Second wind for this unit. And that's made a lot of units round, which is good. Looks like we've won the day. So we're going to just end the battle there because it's a siege. We mustn't forget that. And that's 393 losses for me. 3,108 losses for the enemy. Wow. We haven't killed off the other army, but that's fine. Heroic victory. Like, come on. Pretty damn good. Increase in rank and increase in military traditions as well. Let's go for +10 morale for all units during battles against barbarian tribes. That's probably very, very, very OP because we're always going to be playing against barbarians. I think the Gauls count as barbarians. I would hope so. The other one we could get is the Grand Camp following. +8% morale for all units and the -4% upkeep. That's actually really good. We're going to go for that. Because we still get the morale bonus. It's a bit more guaranteed. And we also get minus upkeep costs. So that's good. For my general, we're going to get a tactician. Bravo. So with that battle won, it's actually very, very tempting to attack Viricon. Anyway, we're going to destroy all these buildings, get some money back, and then we can invest in another villa there. We can change this Grove of Epona to whatever we want, really, because I think Lebanon will still be happy after all this, mainly due to the fact we're on 68% Latin culture now, which is very good.
Yes.
So, I'm not sure if the Sail Masters want to have a go at my second navy, but if they do, it might not end so well for them. Let's attack them, see what happens. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a victory. We're going to go with an aggressive stance there. Close victory. Release the captives. My admiral increased in rank. That fleet, is it going to sail out of range? No, it's not. So we can probably go and destroy that. Let me just go for strategist with that guy. We're going to go with an aggressive stance and destroy that navy. Fantastic. So we did lose a unit.
Waiting for a new course.
Let's get the +4% melee attack skill for all assault ships. And we're actually going to move away from the transports there. We're going to also recruit a new unit. Where did I get that money from previously? Was it Vienna? I think I already did Vienna. Yes, I did. Where would it have come from then? The extra money. Don't know. Because I shouldn't have had 3,000. I should have had about 2,000. Somewhere completely different that I've completely forgot about. But let's just keep my agent here. We've got her here. I think I might actually military sabotage with the poison provisions. Military sabotage successful. Good show. And she has increased in rank. Perfect. I'm thinking we need to go for mass poisoning. There we go. We get extra casualties from poison provisions. That's just what I need. We're going to have to recruit more men into this army. So I'm going to do just that. Especially after the Tulingai actually declared war on me. They might come round and attack Midland. If not, they're going to come down past Uktadurn and we're going to have to defend it for Selim. That guy can stay where he is. Gladios can too. My two patricians as well. We're going to have to remain at Darieretum. The 5th Legion. That's the main thing. Do I want to attack Avaricon or not? Some of you guys might be shouting, yes, do it, do it, do it. But I'm not so sure. if we press out that far, I can literally just put the First Legion into Nemesis next turn.
Ready for orders.
Is it worth the risk of getting rebels? I guess if I have the First Legion here, it wouldn't matter anyway. Let's do it. Let's just take over Abracon.
We cannot pass here. Besieging settlement.
They're going to auto-resolve the assault. Aggressive stance. Abracon is ours. The Santonas are left without a home settlement. They're going to occupy that. It's going to put us down to -19. It's not as bad as I thought. We're going to demolish these buildings, of course. And I've got to remember that we need a villa and whatever else there. Okay, so these are the last two remaining Santona's armies. And then they are destroyed. But anyway, guys, that has unfortunately been my time. So this episode, we have made some amazing progress. We've taken over Abracon and Ambatia, completed 2 more provinces, Pictavis and Gagavia. We have plenty of cash left. 1,000 left over in this turn, actually. We won our first naval battle against the Gallic Confederation. I don't think there's any more navies around. Nope, the Dumnonii are retreating theirs, and we still have their transports there. So soon this navy will be up to scratch, and we can attack the Dumnonii transports. But for now, guys, that's it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.